me 10 things that they don't tell, 10 things that they don't. Alright, so there are, for me, about 10 things that I can come up with that I can remember about pregnancy. Well, I'm still pregnant, still a baby in there, that they did not tell me. 10 things that they don't tell, 10 things that they don't tell you about being pregnant before getting pregnant. I wasn't told this by mom or dad, or nobody told me. So I came up with my 10 to tell to you before you get pregnant. If you're thinking about getting pregnant, if you consider it, want to, all of that, or if you are pregnant and don't know what's to come, if you're in your first trimester, second trimester, just want to shed some light and tell you the things that I should have known that would come so that I can be prepared. Well, usually you're never really that prepared for pregnancy, but. All right, so my number 1 was, it's not easy getting pregnant. And what I mean by that is trying is stressful. And then also not trying, but you can't stop worrying about if you're pregnant or not, even when you're having sex. You got things like your period might come again, and that in itself is stressful because you want so badly to get pregnant. And then while you're even trying, it becomes a chore. So sex isn't as fun anymore. It's not as, I don't know, creative anymore. It's just like, okay, let's have sex, let's make a baby. So it gets boring. But before me and Dominique got pregnant, we were kind of sort of trying in the beginning when he first got here in Florida. In February, we might have been trying, but I'm not even sure we were actually trying. He just kept telling me to let him know when I was ready. We were having sex without protection and everything, so we ended up getting pregnant. But for me, I never said I was ready because I wasn't ready to say that I'm ready, so that every time we would have sex, I would be looking for my period to come. So it was scary to think like I'm having sex, we're doing it the right way, things could be going great, and then all of a sudden the next weekend you're on your period. That in itself is very stressful, and it sucks really bad. So basically, we never technically stopped trying to have a baby. We just, the weekend of my birthday, we enjoyed ourselves. We just had a good time. We both went out on my birthday. He brought me a lot of nice things and like that. So, naturally you just have sex because it's a birthday and things like that, and you celebrate. So I ended up, and it was from like the 27th through the 3rd, because my birthday is April 3rd. So on the 27th is the day that they say that I conceived. I know that I had sex then, on that day, but it might have been before, but I know that I was very relaxed. I was over the pregnant. I was over trying. In my head, I was over it, even though I knew like I would want to get pregnant, and if it worked this time, it's a miracle. So we were just having sex. Mind you, it just got here in February. It took us 1 month to get pregnant, but it took until I was tired. Like I didn't want to do it. I was crying. I broke down and things like that. And then I took like in the month of March, I basically just let go. Like I don't care anymore. I can make a baby. I can do this. This will work one day. And when it's time, it's time. So basically, I think we conceived on the 27th, and then the egg was planted on the 5th of April. So that birthday weekend, even though I drank some Patron, I think I drank 2 glasses of Patron, and we got pregnant. So it gets so stressful knowing that your period might come, but when it doesn't come, you wait to see if it's gonna come. Even though it's been a week late, 2 weeks late, you're just waiting for it to come. You get that test or those feeling sick. I started to feel really sick after I went to the club from drinking hookah. I'm drinking hookah, gosh. I'm smoking hookah because I didn't drink. I don't like drinking that much. So I was smoking hookah, and I'm like, you can't get sick from hookah. So anyways, the next day at work, I was feeling bad, left work, got a test, and I was pregnant. And that was 7-8 months ago. So yeah, just try to relax and have fun without having sex. Like take sex out of the equation and just enjoy each other. And if the sex happens, let it happen, okay? Don't try to force it. Don't get mad when it doesn't work out that way. All right, so the next one was once you are pregnant, everyone disregards the fact that you are still you and that you still have emotions. Basically, they'll chuck everything up to your hormones. Like, you can't possibly have real feelings, and it starts to hurt. Excuse me. It hurts because I know that I'm an emotional person regardless of whether I'm pregnant or not. And I know that I have feelings about things regardless of whether I'm pregnant or not. So when I do express my feelings, or when I do cry, or when I do say something, or when I am irritated or agitated, it's chucked up to, oh, that's just her hormones acting crazy. And that makes it even worse. So then it's therefore her hormones really making her trip. It's just amplifying everything. So it gets very, very annoying when really it's not my damn hormones. It's me. I'm not happy right now. I'm being sad right now. And it's not because I'm going through something. It's not because my hormones are amplifying anything. I really feel like this or that has made me feel sad, and that's why I feel sad. So basically, you kind of like stop feeling anything so that you don't have to deal with people taking away your actual right to feel things. So basically what I would say is just be honest with them and let them know once the feelings have died down that you do have feelings, and just because you're pregnant doesn't mean that they have the right to assume your feelings are you acting crazier from hormones. You're still human. So that's what I had to do. I had to let them know, like, don't treat me any differently because I have hormones. Yes, sometimes it is my hormones, and you can tell because I'm acting crazy. I'm not like crying out of control for nothing. Like if it's hormonal, you'll know because it makes no sense, or I'll start laughing in between crying, and it's a bunch of nonsense. All right, so number 3. Peeing on yourself during your first trimester. Well, at least I did. All right, you have no idea that your dreams will be so vivid about you going to the bathroom to pee. Did I say vivid? You have no idea that you'll have to pee so bad. You'll have no idea that when you sleep at night, you have a dream and it tells you to go pee, you actually pee on yourself. And it's only because I didn't pee the whole way. Like I woke up like, damn, am I really peeing? Because I literally felt the pee coming out of me. So it was like a drip, or not a drip, it was like a little stream. So it was a little circle on my bed. And Dominique was laying next to me, so it was so embarrassing. But he was asleep the whole night, so I didn't care. But as I was getting up, like it was one of those things where I didn't have any control over my bladder, and the pee just kept, like started running down my leg, got on the floor. I had to take the whole shower. I was so upset that first of all, that I peed in the bed. Second of all, ouch, my legs hurt. Second of all, I peed in the bed. Like, come on now. So I mean, they don't tell you that well, you know that the baby is right there on your bladder and that you will be going to pee, but they don't tell you that you're gonna piss on yourself. And if I'm not alone, let me know, because if I am alone, I ought to be ashamed of myself for peeing on myself. But my solution to that is to wear a period pad, because they help. Because I almost peed on myself twice. Haven't happened again, but twice, okay? Now I got more control over my bladder, and I work it out. All right, so number 4 is the frickin' infections. I don't know if anybody else has this problem, or if it's just me, or if I don't take good care of myself, or what the case may be. But I have had a bladder infection. I think it was a bladder infection. I've had a bladder infection, I've had a urinary tract infection, and a lot of yeast infections. Like, I want to say, I've had one bladder infection. They gave me a pill to take. It was a little yellow pill, I believe. And I took that for 7 days or 10 days. I don't know if it was 7 or 10 or if I just had to take it till it was gone. But it's gone. I haven't had any problems with my bladder or my urinary tract whatsoever. Everything has been fine and perfect. There's no odor, there's no nothing. And nobody told me that I was going to get either one of those. Yeast infections, I wasn't informed about yeast infections either. The only thing I did was Google everything, like, why is this happening? What's wrong with me? And so on Google, they tell you that it is frequent, it does happen, but nothing has hit me as hard as yeast infections have. I think I'm literally on I want to say, since the first one in my second trimester, that scared the living hell out of me because I didn't know what was in my vagina. I didn't know what this clumpy, sick, nasty stuff was. Me and Dominique were in the shower. Yes, we were in the shower together, trying to be intimate, and we almost get to going, and it starts hurting so bad, and I'm just like, what the fuck is this in my vagina? He's like, I can barely get in there, and I'm like, I don't understand why. And I had him come back out, and it was like thick white stuff, like little, I don't know, like let's say you got wet tissue and you rubbed it and it leaves all the little pieces behind. It was like that is inside your vagina, so it was coming out on him, but it hurt me so bad. And we just went on through with the sex because, I mean, it was bothering me in my head, like, what is wrong with my vagina? Is it broke? Do I have something wrong with me? Something wrong with my baby? That's what I was thinking about. So we ended up having sex and he finished it, but I know that he felt weird because I felt weird. So, and he ended up telling me that it was like dry and it didn't feel good, and he just finished because he didn't want me to be sad or whatever, and which is fine or whatever, but he chucked it up to my hormones. So it was fine or whatever, but at the same time, I was upset because my vagina is broken. And ever since that one time, I went to the doctor and they gave me a cream. I still have the cream. It's in this like red and white tube with this little syringe kind of thing that you stick up there and fill the whole thing up and push it up there. I think I had to take it for 3 days or 7 days the first time. The second time I got it, I had to take it for 3 days. And I think I've gotten it about 4 or 5 times since I've been pregnant. I'm sorry, I keep looking out the window because it's really pretty out there. And I haven't been outside all day, but I think I've had it about 4 or 5 times. Right now, I'm on my 5th time having it. So it's pissing me off because they either said it was from eating too much noodles, which I've cut out of my freaking diet. Eating too much sweets, which I've cut out of my freaking diet. So what else could it be from? Because I don't understand why I'm producing so much damn yeast. And it pisses me off because you don't even know you have it until you start to feel this burning, itching feeling like, and it's not freaking fair because you want to be intimate with your man, and it's caused us so many problems. The yeast infections, it causes so many problems because I want to be intimate with him because he is so fun and he is just the most amazing guy and things like that. But it's just like, I feel like I'm disappointing him. I feel like I'm disappointing myself. Like, I just can't wait to be unpregnant so that I can get this yeast infection stuff gone. I don't want it. I don't want it. But it's always you taking something for 3 to 7 days. So, and the best thing that I can say for you to do is basically make sure your diet is right. Make sure you're peeing all the time. Make sure you take better care of yourself either for the next time of pregnancy, because next time I'm gonna at least try to be more proactive in preventing the yeast infection, and preventing things from happening, less bread, less wheat, less all of that. Anything that has yeast in it, I want to cut it out because I don't want to deal with that. If I ever do decide to get pregnant, which I'm not sure, it's probably not gonna happen. But number 5 is cold things in your mouth. They don't tell you that you're gonna want cold things in your mouth. Excuse me. Alright, so yeah. I think it's because your mouth is, first of all, you're already hot, but your mouth is so hot in there, and I think that's why I eat so much ice. I love ice, I love popsicles, and basically anything cold, ice water, ice cream, ice, anything icy, I love it. Like, I like to put the popsicles like back, you probably can't see back there, but back here, where my tongue can go, because it feels so good to have the cold going down my throat and just all in my mouth and stuff like that. It feels so good. You need the cold. You need it because it's so hot in there, and all you want to do is just feel the cold. So I think that's why women love ice, crushed ice at the hospital. Oh my god, it's the best. So, and then also the next one that I had was body heat. Oh, guys, you are hot for no damn reason. Like, right now I'm getting hot. When I feel emotion, I get hot as heck. This starts to sweat. This gets sweaty. My forehead, my face, even under my lip is sweating. Not right now, but my armpits, everything gets so hot. You get hot when you're talking, hot when you're happy. You just get hot as hell. And it's people say it's from the baby you releasing towards the end of your pregnancy because you're releasing hormones back out of your body, but it's really annoying to be hot all the time and everybody around you is like, you tripping, it's not that hot. Yes, it is hot. Yes, it is. So that's how you feel, but you get really hot and disgusting. No matter where you are, what you're doing, your body does not care. It's like, you're gonna be hot right now. All right, so number 7. Feeling like you ran a marathon often. I'm sitting right here right now. I could easily bend over to pick up my aux cord off the floor right now, and my heart would be thumping boom, 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 like crazy. And I literally just went like this, picked it up, and my heart is just beating. Like, why? What the heck? I didn't even do anything. All I'm doing is bending over to pick up my aux cord. Why do I feel like I just ran a mile? And then sometimes, like if you stand up, you feel like you need to sit down immediately, like your stomach, or you just feel like you can't breathe, like you just did way too much, or like you just need to sit your butt down. And it gets frustrating after a while because I haven't even done anything. I just want to walk to the store, I just want to walk here, I just want to do that. But it's like, no, you just ran a mile, sit down. So that's how it feels. Number 8. Looking a hot mess and not wanting to do anything and not caring. I kid you not, if I didn't have on this little mascara, I had on lip gloss until I ate my apple, and my eyebrows kind of tinted and my hair kind of not done in the messy bun, I would be looking like a boy, like a straight up boy. And I don't care. Dominique is here after 5 or 6 p.m. every day and on the weekends all day. And before he gets here, I look a mess. When he gets here, I look a mess. And on the weekends, I look a mess. But sometimes I do make myself pretty. But what he says to me all the time is, I think you're beautiful all the time. And it's cute. But the way I be feeling like he think I look ugly. And sometimes I even ask him, why you say I'm so pretty when I look a hot mess? And he's like, I think you're beautiful all the time. But deep down inside, I be feeling like, I hope you do, because I don't feel like doing nothing. I don't feel like doing my hair. Sometimes I don't feel like brushing my teeth, y'all. I just want to lay down in the bed. Like sometimes I wish I was single this much, so that while I'm pregnant, I can lay around and do absolutely nothing with no judgment. No judgment zone. No judgment zone. I just wish. All right, so the next one, number 9, is checking to see if it's okay for the baby to come early. Holy cow, you never know that you will want your baby to get out of you so early. I think by week 24, maybe 25, I was checking to see what he would look like if he came now, if he would survive, the chances of him surviving. And each week up until then, I was basically just wondering, like, what if he came out now? What would he look like, or would he survive? And I was scared. I didn't want him to come, but I knew that I did not want to be pregnant. I was so anxious to get this pregnancy over with. I just wanted it to be over. I just wanted to feel myself again. I want to lay on my stomach, my sweet little munchkin. I just want to be back here and not here all the time. So I was definitely checking. Even now, I still check. Like, I look at the videos of the 34-week-old preemies and to see if they survive, what's the survival rate, and things like that. But everything is different. Your story is always going to be different. So you just have to know when he's ready or when she's ready, they will come. When your uterus is, or is it the uterus? When your placenta or uterus is ready to produce the hormone to get labor started, it will start. You can help kind of, but when it's ready, it's ready, and ain't nothing you can do about it. Number 10. The dreaded due date and chances that the baby will be born freaking late. My child is due December 17th, 2016. First time moms, they say, and look at me saying they say, I don't like they sayers. They say that the chance of you delivering on your due date is slim to none. You're either going to deliver before or after. I would like to deliver before because I've been sick of being pregnant for about 3 months now. And I've gotten to the point in my pregnancy where when I'm in bed, rolling over is literally like the worst pain in the world. And that's not that bad. I can still roll over and stuff, but you cannot get comfortable. And as you're laying there on your hips, the one that's on the bottom side hurts the worst. It's like, it hurts, okay? I don't even know how to explain it. Your legs hurt, they cramp up. Your round ligament pain feels like it's just about to rip off. I say round ligament pain. Your round ligament feels like it's about to rip off. You just can't. So I want him to be here on time because the longer he's in there, the heavier he'll get. And I'm just sick of carrying around my little bowling ball. I love him dearly, but I want him out of here. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. And that is all for my top 10 things that they don't tell you before getting pregnant. I'm telling you, hopefully it helps. I don't know if anybody else went through these things, but if you did, let me know so that I'm not alone in this. And tell me some of the things that you did to help your situation or to prevent it from happening the way that it did. Because it was a struggle. I guess I should be better at taking advice or listening because maybe they did tell me some of these things. Usually it's all, pregnancy is so beautiful, such a beautiful thing. I was told that. I was told it was a beautiful thing. But at this very moment, pregnancy can kiss my butt. Because I don't think I'm getting pregnant again. I think we're gonna adopt because we both have it in our heart to adopt 2 more kids. So I'm probably gonna do that. But thank you all for watching. Hope this video was helpful. Look forward to my next video about what's in our diaper bag. Our diaper bag. What's in his diaper bag and what's in my hospital bag. See you later.